All right, Wayne Bettess here, the founder of the Off the Tools podcast. I just want to introduce you to our brand new sponsor, directplumbing.supplies.com. It is founded by a former tradesman who has set up his own plumbing and heating merchants. He has an online shop, which is obviously at directplumbing.supplies.com, and he delivers across the UK. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the show. Hello, my name is Wayne Bettess, and I'm going to explain a little bit about my experiences with mental health, self-doubt, anxiety. I would like to point out, firstly, I was never diagnosed with anything, and at the time, I certainly never put the two and two together, but looking back, so I'll quickly explain my story. A few years back, probably 6 or 7 years ago now, I built a business and it became a monster and it controlled me, and it got to the point where it was affecting my health, it was affecting every aspect of my life, and unfortunately I had to liquidate the company. And I spent a good 12 months at least, in such a dark place. I was gaining weight, I was stressed, I was anxious, I didn't want to answer the phone, I was just feeling absolutely awful. I was being horrible to my family, pushing everybody away. And thankfully, I've got a very supportive family, and my wife especially, she, pulled me through it and made me realise what I had, and that I had the power to overcome it. And it's very difficult to talk about because I never went to the doctor. I sort of think, well, should I really be talking about it? Because was it depression or like, I don't know what it was, but all I know is that I didn't want to get up, I didn't want to do anything. I'd become lethargic, no energy, never had no care. I sort of didn't care. I just felt like I was distant. I was like everything else is happening, but I was always just on the edge. Then like I say, my wife really helped, and my family really helped. My children obviously played a big part subconsciously. They didn't know, but they just being there and trying to get me involved in life again was a big thing for me. But the other big thing was I took control myself. What I mean by that is I started learning. I started to read. I started to listen to podcasts. I started consuming more positive, influencing content. Stopped watching the news, and that also played a huge part, because I'm a firm believer in you are what you eat and you are what you consume in any aspect of life. So if you're consuming negativity, if you're surrounding yourself with people that say they can't and they won't and it's impossible, then beliefs are going to start to rub off on you. I know mental health for men is it's sort of a taboo subject. I don't really know why. Men in general, I'm generalising here, it's always sort of chin up and soldier on, but you don't have to. I had moments when it could have easily gone one way or the other, and I'm just so thankful that I took the time to learn. I took the time to make the small changes. It didn't happen overnight, and even now I have moments where I feel like shit. I feel, sorry, excuse the language, I feel lack of energy and sort of feel like maybe I'm slipping back into them bad thoughts and ways. But I also believe that you fall to the level of your training, and what I mean by that is that if you work on yourself every day, every week, little by little, your life will improve. And when you do hit obstacles, the training and the lessons that you've picked up along the way will start to kick in. So rather than now have months of me feeling like rubbish and no energy and no passion and no drive, it's only a few days, a week at max, and I managed to pull myself out of it. So if you're listening to this and you've ever felt in a similar position, trust me, there's ways out. You're not alone. You're not the only guy sitting there feeling like that. Talk to people about it. Start consuming better content, whether it be music that helps you sort of drive passion in your life, whether it's learning about business, whether it's fitness, health, kickboxing and boxing played such a huge part for me. It was just a release. So if you're not doing any exercise or you're not doing any activities, that will be a big thing for you, I'm sure, if you can just get them endorphins running through your body and utilize the body's chemicals, because I'm not an expert, and I know there's lots of science that says it's chemical reactions that can play a part in mental health problems. So start using the body's chemicals in a positive way. So exercise, filling positive energy into your brain, and I'm sure you, as I have, will start to see the light and move through that phase of your life, because if somebody else isn't going to do it for you, you've got to take that time yourself to work on your thoughts. There's that analogy, isn't there, in an aeroplane, that you have to put your own oxygen mask on first, and that is so true. Yeah, your family are going to help you, of course they are. Your friends are going to try and help you, and if you're on your own, you've got to help yourself. But even with the support, you've got to make that decision to want to get out of it, because unless you want to, unless you put the effort in to improve your situation, unfortunately it's just gonna stay the same, and worst case get worse. So I'll probably end this on the 3 things that I would probably say you need to do. And firstly, you need to talk about it. So whether it's a text message to somebody you know, reaching out to people like me, or reaching out to professionals. There's lots of professional people there that can support you, but reach out, because if you start to talk about it, it starts to just release that pressure in your brain and makes you feel so much better. Secondly, start to get away from negative influences. So whether that be the news, whether that be the TV that you watch, replace it with more positive, uplifting things. And thirdly, I'd probably say just start some exercise. So even if you're really overweight and you've got no energy, just start going for a walk. If you can walk well, go for a little jog. If you can jog well, go for a little run. Even better, go and hit some bags in the gym, punch bags, kickboxing, any sort of martial art. It really just releases so much tension. And I'm sure, as I have, you will start to improve and start to feel a lot better. Like I say, I'm always there. So even if you know me or you don't know me, if you just want to drop me a message on social media, I'm always around, and I'll always offer an ear, just to listen. That's it, guys. See you later. I really hope you enjoyed the show. I just wanted to pull it out there for anyone listening that I offer business coaching, but also life coaching. My life is centered around something called the 3 Bs, which stands for body, business, and balance. When you work with me as a coach, we tackle all 3 aspects of life. So you as an individual, body, mindset, health, fitness, knowledge, education. Business B obviously stands for your business, improving, maximizing opportunities, elevating, making more money. And balance stands for for friends, family, loved ones, making time for everything in your life. And the 3 Bs is the core element to that. If you'd like to learn more, I would ask you to reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you might be consuming my information. Or you can email me directly at wayne@offthetools.co.uk. I'm here waiting to assist you to elevate across all aspects of life. Have a good one. No excuses. Let's go.